Hello YouTube, this is Mad Cat Gamer. I just finished watching Nintendo's E3 press conference, and I must say there are quite a few games that I am looking forward to play. One thing is Super Smash Bros. I'm glad that they put the Mii's in. You can basically make any kind of character that you want to. Lady Palutena is making an appearance, and man, she looks really overpowered in my opinion. They also released information on the Amiibo, which is a I think that's what it's called, an NFC figure that you can put onto the console, and it's basically a customizable hero. It plays the way that you want to play the game. I don't know how many of the characters they're planning on making, but they did show at least 12 on the Nintendo Treehouse. The next thing I'd like to point out is Captain Toad's Treasure Tracker. It looks like a cool little fun game. It looks like it's going to have maybe 100, maybe 50 puzzles. The worlds are very small, but it looks like it's packed with fun. I'm going to show video right here. And the next thing, Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, Omega Ruby. They showed some new Mega Evolutions and a Primal Evolution of not Dialga and Palkia, Kyogre and Groudon. I can't wait to play this game. The 3D version of Ruby and Sapphire seems to look a lot like its Game Boy Advance counterpart, just in a 3D format. The next thing I'm going to talk about is Sploosh, or whatever it's called. I can't remember the name. It's a multiplayer shooter, first-person shooter, if I might add, or was it third person? I think it was third person. Sorry, I'm doing this as I wake up. Anyway, it's not like your traditional shooter, it's not like Call of Duty. Unlike other games where you're doing a traditional deathmatch, you're trying to coat the entire field in your paint, and the team with the most paint on the arena wins. So that's an interesting concept. I can't wait to see how they pull that off. They have a few indie games coming out for the 3DS and the Wii U. One of them being the Ace Attorney trilogy, which I'm glad Capcom is putting all that together. We're getting Professor Layton vs. Phoenix Wright. That's not an indie game, but I'm glad that it's finally coming to the US. And last but not least, I would like to point out The Legend of Zelda. If you hadn't seen the video from E3, that small 40-second clip of gameplay, it looks like if the game looked in that kind of quality, or it looked that way, I probably would enjoy playing it. I love all the Zelda games. I've played it since, well, I can't say I've played it since the first release because I wasn't born then, but I have played the first game. The only game I didn't like was Zelda 2, but that has its own qualities. I can't wait to see what they do with this new game. I hope that they keep this kind of detail going because Link looks very interesting in this one. He looks more cartoony, and I love the way Nintendo just makes their games look like games and not realistic like Microsoft or Sony. Not to say those don't have their own qualities too. I just like how Nintendo keeps their own style. Anyways, I'm going to be doing Sony's press conference next, so stay tuned YouTube. Have a good week.